Good afternoon, everybody. Work progresses here on our 70 Ford police car. What we're going to do today is let's add some details to our interior. So what I've already went ahead and did is I've made some armrests, and I have used 60 by 100 strip styrene for that. I just cut small pieces. I rounded the edge, sanded in an opening in there. And what you have to do, you have to make sure I'm in camera here. Got to have your seat in there first to make sure you're in the right location when your seat's in there. And then be careful when you take it out. You have to slide it out the back. It's kind of a tight fit. So another thing we're going to do is we're going to add some three-dimensional items in here with, you can tell there's very small detail in here. It's lacking. A bunch of crap in there. But we're going to make a window crank and some wing cranks. And these are very easy to do. I use 3 pieces of styrene for this. For our bar right here, I use 30 by 30. For one end, the larger end of the window crank, I use 100 thousandths rod. And for the small end, this end up here, I use 80 thousandths rod. And these are very, very simple to put together. We'll start right here with the wing crank. I'm going to grab the 100 thousandths piece, touch it to our glue, and we're going to lay it right on the end of our little 30 by 30 rod. Then we'll come back with the 80 thousandths. Same thing again. Touch it to your glue. And we'll stick it right on the opposite end of our 30 by 30. Set that aside for a second. We'll do her again. Piece of 100 thousandths rod. Now these are not any particular length. I try to cut the piece 50 or 60 thousandths thick. If you want to go back after all this sets up, sand them down a little bit if you think they look a little big. They will show up rather well in the car if you place them correctly. But as far as being overbearing, I don't think they're so out of proportion that they will overwhelm the interior of the car. Onto our window cranks now. Put that one on there. And there you go. Now we have window cranks. I got glue on my damn tweezers here. window cranks and wing cranks for the interior bucket of our car. So let's go ahead and install these to where they might look correct. I'm not going to take the time to Google placement of things like that. I'm going to put them where I want to see them. Sorry, I'm trying to grab the instrument or the dashboard out now. It's very, very important that you have it in place so you know where to put things. And then we're going to add just a small piece of masking tape to this. Hold him into place for us a little bit. We will slide our seat back in. Make sure it's where you want it. Let me bring this up just a hair. And usually your wing crank would have been up in this general area. So let's put a little bit of glue on this. And let's stick him up here. I'll stick him up there just like that. Okay. Go back and do the other side. A little bit of glue on that. I don't even know if I'm on camera for this. I'll put that one on there. Now our window cranks. It's very important that you have your seat located. Doesn't have to be glued, but it needs to be located so you know the general location that you're going to put this. And we're just going to go, well, maybe. We're going to go right here with it. And we'll do the same on the other side. These little parts are hard to hold sometimes. We'll do the same thing with him, only we will attempt to put him down here. If I can grab a hold of it. Of course, it wants to stick to everything except where I want to put it. There you go. Good enough for me. It's just something that's going to add more detail to the interior bucket. It's going to be something to draw your eye more into the interior of the car. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it is going to give us a little more detail when it's assembled inside the car. So we've just completed that. I did earlier this morning go ahead and finish my grill. Remember last night we talked about putting in the Fashion Jewels for headlights. I did cover the high beams with a blue lens that I had in my parts box. We did paint the turn indicators. Got it blacked out. I do have to paint the center grille ornament yet. I'm getting back on camera some here. But not coming out too bad. I don't know how much more we will actually get done today because it is raining again. I would like to get the body painted today, if at all possible. Don't know if that's going to happen. I did get it in primer yesterday. It is wet sanded. It's ready to go. But the weather may be killing my progress. We did make some lights for the rear package shelf, along with the grill, and then our overhead lights for that. I like how all the blue is basically the same color, even though these come out of a Joe Hahn kit. These came out of a AMT Chevrolet police van, as did these. But the blue is resonating all the same shade. These for the package shelf. We just made a simple little pad for it out of some styrene. Put a piece of 10 thousandths on the back of it, sanded it smooth. I will chrome the outside edge of that one later when we get to that point. So that's where we're at right now. I hear some more rain falling down outside, so it may just be a YouTube watching type of day. But I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Hit that like button. Hit the notification button if you want to see future updates. We will be doing what we can. Thinking about doing the interior in some sort of green. I don't know. We'll see. I get a little burnout on the tan colors. Seems like every emergency vehicle I do, the interior is tan, so I'd like to move away from that if I can. But that's what we got. That's what we got today. Just some simple little details to add some visual interest to the inside of your car. No matter, you can do this no matter what car you're working on. I'll probably let these dry up real good. Once I get all this stuff removed again, maybe sand these down a little bit so they are not sticking out so far. Let that melt really good together. And then we know by taping our dashboard in prior to, we know that we have clearance now. And then we'll be fitting our radio unit in, our microphone, maybe later today, tonight. I don't know. Whenever we get there. All right. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.